welcome back to Base Academy. In this module 5 about the cell, let us know the next parts of the cell, that is the cell wall. So in the previous session we have spoken in detail about cell membrane, which is present both in the plant and also animal cell. But the cell wall is a special feature of only the plant cells. Only plants are having the structural rigid structure which is helping them to support, or which is helping them to withstand the mechanical forces from the external environment. In a plant cell, when you see the greener structure, outermost structure is the cell wall. So it is found only in the plant cells, and it is rigid outer covering. You can see the outermost covering of the plant cell, and this whatever the cell wall is present is not going to change its shape. Even under high amount of variations in the environment, they are attaining the same shape till the end of their life. So it is present outside the cell membrane. This is the cell membrane. Outside the cell membrane you are having the cell wall, and always cell wall is made up of a element or chemical, that is a carbohydrate, which is cellulose. So a type of carbohydrate. What is this cellulose? Is the storage element present in the cell wall. Is a complex substance and provides structural strength to the plant. Structural strength means, as I already said, though there is high amount of damage to the plant cell, there is no change in the cell wall, which means the structural stability is present. The structure is having the capability to withstand high amount of forces. It is a non-living and freely permeable. There is no life in the cell wall, which means the cytoplasm, nucleus and all, any part of it is not present in the cell wall, and it is freely permeable. Freely permeable again means it allows all types of substances to pass through it. There is no substance which is said like restricted to pass through it. So allows all the substances to enter and leave the cell freely. Only the cell membrane is the one which is having the capability to control what type of material is entering the cell, or it should be restricted. What are the functions of the cell wall? It is giving protection to the cell. How it is giving protection? Whenever there is force or mechanical power present on it, the protection is being created. You can see, even though the cell is shrinking, or if the cell is trying to bulge a lot because of taking up of more amount of water, this is giving strength and support so that the cell has the ability to sustain. Gives definite shape to the cell. So what is the shape of the cell wall? Is the shape of the cell. So the shape of the cell wall is defining the shape of the cell, which means giving definite shape to the cell. We have seen that when a cell is placed in a hypotonic solution, hypotonic solution means a solution in which the solute is less and solvent is more, means water content is more in that solution. It absorbs water and swells. So as the water content in the solution is more and the cell is having less water content in it, the ability of this water to enter into the cell is more. So as it is entering the cell is getting bulged and it is bursting. You can see here, this is the vacuole which is storing the food particles or excretory particles in the cell, and these are the different types of cell organelles present in it. So water is entering, the cell will swell. Once the cell will swell, building up pressure against the cell wall. So there is pressure or force that is being put on the cell wall, and the cell wall is not gonna damage so easily because it is made up of high amount of strength with cellulose. So there are chances that the cell might burst because of the pressure. So if the pressure is more than the capacity of the cell wall to hold it, there will be bursting of the cells or breakage of the cell. But the cell wall exerts an equal pressure against the sporan cell. So this cell wall is helping in protecting or trying to stop the damage to the cell by bursting. Because of this, the cell can withstand great pressure. So because of this support, you can see the pressure from the cell is outside, whereas pressure from the cell wall is towards the cell. So because this cell wall is giving high amount of resistance, it is helping the cell not to get damaged. Next element or next part of the cell is the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid. Why I am saying jelly, it is not completely fluid but a matrix where the cell organelles are present in it. So it is a jelly-like fluid inside the cell. You can see here. And it lies between the plasma membrane and the cell. This jelly-like material is present between the plasma membrane, that is the cell membrane, and the nucleus. This all entire ground substance is nothing but cytoplasm, where high amount of metabolic reactions are taking place, and many other sources or the organelles are present in it. It is helping in exchange of material between different organelles and also as a base for the cell. Many cell organelles lie in the cytoplasm, and all the cellular chemical reactions takes place in the cytoplasm. So all the chemical reactions are taking place within the cytoplasm only. It stores vital substances like, so what is this storing? It is storing amino acids. What are present in the cytoplasm? Amino acid, glucose and vitamins and many more. So all of these together are helping in movement or transport of material inside the cell. The part of the cytoplasm other than the organelle is called as cytosol. So if you remove all the organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, if you remove all of these, whatever the remaining material is there, that is called as cytosol. You can see we have removed all of them, and whatever remaining is there is the cytosol. Next, as we have discussed the plasma membrane, cell wall and also the cytoplasm, the remaining elements inside the cells are what? The cell organelles. These organelles are part of the cell which are functioning and giving rise to a appropriate output. So organs of the cells are called as organelle. In this picture you can observe this is the cell with a cell membrane and many cell organelles in it. So an organelle is a specialized subunit. Subunit means smaller part of the cell within a cell that has a specific function. Each cell organelle is having a function of its own. Example, making new material in the cell. We want to make new materials in the cell, or if you want to throw out the waste material, all of this is being done by different types of cell organelle. So only if the material is being made and the toxic material are thrown out, the cell is said to be living. So a cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of this organelles present in them. All the cell have the same organelles no matter what their function is or what organisms are found in it. Let us see them below. So here in this session we have in detail studied about the cell, cytoplasm and also what is the functions of your different cells. Thank you.